Hello and welcome back to Genesis Designs and Modelcraft, and today I've got something slightly different. It's a little bit of an aftermarket set review and also a tool. So as you can see, there's a envelope on the desk here from Airscale. Airscale being airscale.co.uk, and I'm hoping that many or most of you will have heard of this company. So this company is run by Peter Castle, who is an astonishing model maker in his own right. If you hop on to largescaleplanes.com, the forum, you can see a lot of his work on there. He builds very large scale aircraft models, and he just does masses of scratch building, and he clearly has a talent for photo etch, and then that is reflected in this company. But yeah, anyway, what have I got? So Mr. Jamie Hago, who again I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with, posted on Facebook last week about the RB Tools riveters and how Airscale had found some stock. So I immediately hopped onto the website because it's a tool that I really enjoy, and I ordered some, and this is how they came, very, very quickly, I might add, in an envelope. I also ordered some Airscale stuff whilst I was there, because you just do, don't you? And here we go. So we'll look at this in a minute. Well, this is the just released Canopy frame for the 1/24 Messerschmitt 109E by Airfix. We'll look at that in a minute. But the reason I went on there was these rivet R's. So what is the rivet R? Well, RB Productions, latterly run by Radu Brinzen, another very talented modeller, used to make photo etch tools from photo etch stainless steel, and the rivet R was one of them, the rivet R Mini as it is called here. And I bought one way back. I've been using it ever since. And when I bought the one I have, as you can see, you get 4 different wheels here, and they are all actually different sizes. Hold on, I'll get my scientist glasses on so I can actually read what the sizes are, because my eyes aren't really very good anymore. So you get a holder here and 4 wheels. They are 1.5mm, 1mm, 0.75, 1.25, and that alludes to the spacing of the prongs on the wheel, and thus the spacing of the rivets. And then there's this set here, which is a pair of extra wheels, optional extra wheels, and these are 0.65 and 0.55. Now I bought all of this when I bought mine, but one thing I'm very, very good at is losing things, and I'm not entirely sure. I have a little sort of Ziploc bag, probably one of these, that's got all the spare wheels and bits in it, and I don't know where it is. So I've been left with the one that I use, and I simply just use whichever wheel this is. I think it's probably the 1mm. No, it's smaller than that. Maybe the 0.75. And I just use this all the time, to be honest. But I've long lamented the fact that I couldn't find my spares. So when I saw that these were, and this is a limited supply that he's managed to find somewhere, they're available on the site, I jumped up and I bought another lot, because you can't really go wrong. And obviously I'll now find the ones that I already have. So the rivet R, this set here with the 4 wheels and the holder, is selling them through for £11, and the extra wheels are another 6. So that's what I spent on these. And you simply use the supplied screw and nylock nut there to put your choice of wheel, and there's a spacer, onto the little holder, which, as you can see, is shaped like the back end of a scalpel blade, and then you can hold it with one of these X-Acto or X-Lite scalpel handles, and the usage of it is just as simple as, got one of my wing pieces here, I'll put a random rivet line on it, put it into position and roll it along. Did I even do that under the camera? Let's do it again. Put it in position. Get it where you can see where you're going and where you are. And just roll it along. for a perfect line of rivets. I hope you can see that I can't actually see it on the small screen, but I bet you can when I look at it on the big one. So you can see I've done that on top of this paint layer, and it's not cracked it, fractured it or damaged it in any way, so you can easily rivet over the top of your paint. You don't have to press mad hard to do this, which is good because it's very easy to break things when you have to do that. And one thing it does, probably can't quite hear it, but it makes a sort of slightly raised edge around each hole, which sort of looks good to my eye. And it means as well, if you want to, you can just very lightly nib the paint and it'll give that impression of rivets. So this is a tool that I do use a lot. Real big fan of it, so I wanted to feature it to give you that heads up, to say that they are available again through Peter Castle at Airscale, who deserves your support anyway, frankly. It's got other RB tools as well there, but obviously they're all in a limited supply, so jump on them while you can if you have any riveting needs. That's that. And whilst I was there, I picked this up. I had seen this on Facebook previously, a few days previously to the post by Jamie, and I thought, oh gosh. So this is a complete photo etched canopy frame using nickel silver for the Messerschmitt BF109E from Airfix, the 1/24th one. And the hilarious thing about me buying this particular set is I don't even own an Airfix 1/24th Messerschmitt at this point. This is going to be the tail wagging the dog big time, so I'll probably go out and find one now that I have this. And this is, oh, I keep moving my professional mat around and showing off my mucky old desk. As I said, this guy makes large scale scratch build things all the time. Race 80 Spitfire, if anyone remembers that. He's done a P51. He was working on a Firefly, I don't know if that's done yet. Fairy Firefly. But he'll buy very basic kits, or indeed actually scratch build them and enhance them massively with all this wonderful detail which he makes himself, both photo etched and in the more normal ways. And they're fabulous builds, well worth a look. There's actually a PDF book that you can get online of the Race 80 build, which I have. It's well worth getting, even if only as a reference for other Spitfire builds, honestly. So as you can see then, full photo etched frame. So you get this very high quality card inlay, which, nice picture on the front of an actual Messerschmitt with a pilot man. Instructions on how to actually create the thing. Now, be under no illusions, guys, you're going to need to be somewhat proficient at photo etch to do this, obviously. And on the back is a little bit more info. It's declassified, don't you know? We also get a slip of very solid paper with window patterns, so you can cut acetate or whatever you prefer to make the actual windows for this. And then the photo etch parts themselves, so it is this sort of fairly heavy gauge metal. You might have to use nippers to trim. No, they're very, very fine gates actually. You should be able to trim them with a knife. The fastener detail is recreated throughout. Thin sections where appropriate, and I'll bring it up a little closer. The camera's going to have a massive wibble because it's so bright, but I'll just hold it there. Oh my word. Look how dark that's gone. There you go. Absolutely beautiful. I really like things like this. It's a genuine good upgrade for a kit that's really quite worthy still, despite its age, I think. I mean, most, in fact all of the old Airfix super kits are pretty decent when they're viewed as model kits and not compared to things that are modern. So this set is $21.95, this canopy. And again, this isn't something he found in a warehouse somewhere. He has produced these, but it does state on the site that they will, once they're gone, they're gone. So if you think you might ever want one of these, then jump on there and get one now. The site also has all kinds of decals, placard decals, instrument decals in various different scales for various different periods, as well as specific instrument panels and decal sets for specific kits and specific cockpits. It's a brilliant site, they're brilliant products. As I say, I personally think well worth supporting as a producer. Absolutely brilliant. All of his stuff is of the utmost quality, and you know, won't let you down. You will see a bit more airscale coming very soon. My big Spitfire build is really quite imminent, and I did get the specific airscale instrument panel with decals etc. for that kit, so you will see that coming up soon. So there you go, just a quick little news flash. Get your RB Productions Rivet R here and grab one of these Canopy frames if you think you'll ever need it. Support airscale. There you go. So that's it. I didn't get any discount on that, by the way. This is me. I just bought these because this tool is brilliant and it's worth every penny and more. And this is just cool. So there you go, just a quick one from Genesis this week. I will be back with more. I have another Edward dual combo coming very well next week. That's recorded and ready to go, and the next instalment of the Blackbird build will be with you very soon as well. I know it's been quiet, but I have been away. Back now. I've recovered from the jet lag and the inevitable little bit of a cold and everything that seems to come every time you travel, but I'm good to go now. So I'll see you next week with the Edward, and going forward from there the Blackbird and the Spitfire. As always, if you want to directly support this channel, just check out the Buy Me a Coffee link down below. You can support me for as little as $5, I think it is. You don't get anything for that except a warm fuzzy feeling, but it will help me to keep bringing you this content on a semi-regular basis. And with that said, it only remains for me to say, look after yourselves, look after each other, and Genesis out.